Okay guys, so with the eyes mat gone, let me just finish off this session by showing you guys, giving you guys a little preview of what's to come in trial mode. Because, well, I'm kind of curious about what it's all about as well, want to see it in action. So let's fire it up and see what it's looking like. Okay, so we start in the place where it all begins, Rabanasta with the rats. That's quite cool, I like that. Okay. So I'm assuming like it's going to be one hit KO territory for quite some time. So I might as well just keep these two as they are now. I haven't bothered to like restock any... Whoa. Yeah. Okay, this is quite funny. Yeah, I've not bothered to like stock up any items or anything like that, or make any preparations or whatever. I just want to see what these guys are going to do. I mean, I knew it was going to be easy early on, but this is quite funny. It's literally taking about 3 seconds. I mean, I'm seeing some treasure chests. I don't even have I don't even have time to get to the treasure chests. It's happening so fast. So this is not like probably how you should do it, because I'm sure even at the lower levels you probably have some good chests to get to. I don't think... Let me get to a chest. Ugh. I think like whatever items you start trial mode with, I think that's what you have to continue with. You can't like stop and get some... You can't just like stop and get some new items. So yeah, this isn't like how you should do this. I don't recommend this. But like my curiosity is superseding my desire to like just stop and leave this for another time right now, because I just want to see how far these guys can go without me having to intervene at all. Just like literally just blaze through everything. If they end up getting to like really far along and they're still just blazing through, I think I might be convinced into just completing this, because my plan was just to show like a stage or two, and obviously if you look how this is going now, I'm almost up to stage 15. It's been a matter of like 2 minutes, so I don't really need to do anything right now, and I haven't even got ×4 on. I'll keep it off to be able to try and... If anything is too fast, like I'm wondering if I should... Fiends down 91. Yeah, there's a few things I could probably have still stocked up on though. Like high ethers, Bacchus's wine, that sort of thing. Mateus. Okay, so already we're starting to get to the stage where they can, the bosses we're fighting can at least stand a few hits. So it might not last as long as I thought. I'm predicting I can get to maybe about stage... Oh shit, we've got an MP field already. Okay, so if stages are going to have these kind of things in them as well, I think I'll probably get to like stage 30 or something, and then start having to actually intervene. I mean, they're still way too powerful for everything here, but we're starting to see little signs that it is satisfying, man, to see them, like, especially when they're physically intimidating, to see them just absolutely destroy it. It's quite funny. I might switch to the Orochi here just so that I'm non-elemental. Ah. Yeah, this will give me a chance to get a chest here, because these guys can't hit the enemies here. But it's a classic case of when you've got gambits on, it's really hard to get the treasure chest thing to appear. Remedy. So I feel like if you're doing this properly, you would make sure to get every chest on every level, try to steal from every enemy, because I've heard there's a lot of good steals. So I think if I do end up trying to make it to the end of this trial mode, you're going to see me basically probably miss out on a ton of steals, just because my first priority is just to see what these guys can do without me intervening. Go on, Penello. So that's 20 stages in about 5 minutes. 10 Phoenix Downs, 5 Domain Calvados. Okay, not bad. Now I'm wondering, like, what kind of fields are there going to be? So we saw an MP draining one. Are we going to get HP drain, MP drain? You know, can't attack, can't use magic. That could really spice things up if there's some interesting ones happening. I'm going to at least try to go for the treasures. But I should probably... I was going to say, I should probably try and get rid of oil, but we're just so OP right now. Not of rust. So yeah, I like the fact that it's set in lots of different areas of the game. It's not like a place like Via Purifico in Final Fantasy X-2, where pretty much all of there was like 3 or 4 templates of corridors, and it was all the same. Just gunning them down, man. And I like the way it's been constructed as well. I mean, some of the enemies are exactly the same, some of them are slightly different. You've got different pairings, different combinations. The 2 berserk maniacs just chasing down this poor little thing. The treasures aren't that great yet, but we're still only at stage 26, we're just over a quarter of the way through. I think it might be a nice added challenge that I kind of came in a bit like unprepared for this. I didn't even get Adel, for example. Equipment wise I didn't really prepare myself either. And item wise I didn't anyway. I think if we do this we won't have to bother with, we can conserve Barkas's wine. So if we're planning to go deep here, we probably need to do that. I think because you can save every 10 stages or so, I think I'll probably like do my first save when I'm at like stage 50, 60, 70, something like that. And if it ever turns out that I want to come back to this and I want to make sure I grab all the nice stuff from trial mode, I can always kind of go back and do it, it's not a big deal. My only concern right now is not the good items that we can get, it's going to be just trying to see if I can finish it and coming up against those 5 judges. I mean, I've got to stage 30 in pretty much no time, so I've got to continue now. And I equipped the cat ear hood thingy just to get lots of gil, because I don't need LP anymore. And these, I'm going to get a lot of LP doing this. I actually realised you can get a lot of LP from trial mode when I went to film like the second part of the documentary that I made with Toby, the blind video game fan. And we were playing some Final Fantasy XII. He was going to play some Final Fantasy XII for the documentary. And I was helping him with some stuff, and I saw like in the battle menu he had like 7,000 LP or 8,000 LP built up or something. And I was like, what? Like, where the hell did you get all this LP? And he was like, oh, I was messing around on trial mode. So that's when I realised that trial mode was like really lucrative for LP. And since I don't need it no more. Wow, even Zalera just got wiped. I should be able to get some good gil. Oh man, even stage 33 we're still... everything's being taken out in a matter of seconds. Okay, another Domain Calvados. So we're still at the stage where nothing that interesting is appearing. I wouldn't mind some like high ethers, maybe an elixir here and there, something like that. Ether, okay, well, that's something. This is That's Adrammelech, I believe. Yep. I need to change weapons here. Get that Zodiac Spear in action. I think a Zodiac Spear should be enough, and I'll get Telekinesis on my boy Varn here. Something I haven't really used. Ah, fuck, I've got to change this one. I always forget that you have to change this one first. I haven't needed to use this very often, but it's good that I have it. There we go. 15 seconds to change the gambits, 2 seconds to win the battle. Yeah, Reflector's not a problem as well with this setup that I have. Literally not relying on magic at all. These guys could be... I was about to say, these guys could be a problem. They can be a bit nasty sometimes. Oh, man. Stage 14, there's still stages that are taking less than like 3 seconds. Oh, my goodness. I didn't even get to see who that was. It's a slaughterhouse out there. It's like slaughterhouse mode. Yeah, I can't not continue now. I mean, after getting to this stage so easily. Not going to save yet, we'll just keep going. Wait for stage 50. It feels to me like stage 50 is probably the magic number. Once we get to the second half, surely then things are going to get more interesting. White Moose. That's not going to last long. Remedy, that's a good steal. I'm okay with that. Choo choo! Yeah, like I said, I could steal from these guys, but whatever. If anything, when I'm editing, I might try and put in like an annotation of what can be stolen on each one. But I mean, one thing I did hear from the very like start was when people were talking about trial mode in the comments and stuff. Come on, how can I... Yeah. So when people were talking about trial mode, they were saying, oh yeah, all I had to do was get to trial mode stage 40 or 50 or whatever, and I was able to steal like ribbons and like these crazy good weapons and stuff, and then just use them in the main story, the main playthrough. And I wasn't like a big fan of that. I thought, come on, man. Like, doesn't that just like make things too easy? And considering how easy the game was anyway, that just made it even worse. So I'm not gonna like get too involved with the whole stealing side of it. I mean, I've already got a Zodiac Spear, I've got an Excalibur, I've got the Yagyu Darkblade, I've got the Orochi. Like, how many better weapons can I really get? The only thing I'm thinking is maybe the Wyrm Hero Blade, but I probably can't get that until like right near the end anyway. Outside of that, I mean, I've got 2 Sage Rings, I've got 2 ribbons, I think. So I feel like, come on, man, it should be enough. My goodness. I swear stage 40 to 50 was quicker than stage 10 to 20. It's still like crazy easy. It's been about 12 minutes now, something like that. And we're through the first 50 stages. That's madness. Just keep going, man. Let's just see how deep this rabbit hole goes. One of my favourite tracks. Oh no, not a null. Okay. Start getting some nasty shit happening now. Silence and a null. Bad combinations. But they're still not going to last a very long time. Another chest I couldn't get to. I don't want to switch Gambits off either for Penelo, just in case. Wow, first KO, stage 54. It's because I got stopped and it used death, which is simple. Now, it's immune to physical damage. Okay. Well, in which case, let's kill this mofo. There we go. 19,000, I think that was. Maybe I'm thinking I should ease up on the speed up now. I feel like I'm starting to notice a little bit of a change now. I did say a little bit of a change. Everything's still taking less than 10 seconds on average. High potion, come on, really, at this stage? It's a bit crap. I wonder if Diamond Armlet makes much of a difference at this stage. Yeah, I remember these guys having really good defense, even at like the end of the story. There we go. So since we're still making it through pretty easily, I'm not bothering to give Abacus's wine to Varn, because I feel like I probably need that for the later stages when I'm fighting more difficult things. Is it Begamnon and Co again? 53 height is not too bad, but I've still got... I mean, I'm thinking like the last 10 stages alone are probably going to take me a few hours, just because they literally have some of the super bosses recycled. And while they don't have as much HP as they did before, some of them at least, the Icemat definitely doesn't, they're still going to be tough. Because you've got to remember, I'm level 55, so I'm still not that strong. Okay, some more of these guys. Come on, please get this. No. 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 Stage 60 is just flowing by. 15 minutes for 60 stages. Just keep going, man. Once I actually start to see a little bit of struggle, then I'll start to reconsider about saving. Float mode. Who's the enemy here? Back Nami. Oh, it's a Back Nami crew. Okay. No chance. Oh, it's not over. Okay. So this is a bit of a different stage compared to what I've had before. I actually have a few different areas to go to. And I need to... Shit, I've got to find the bunny. Ether. I don't know, I think it's the bunny that's the real enemy here. I have to defeat that, and I don't know if these guys constantly respawn. I think they do. So I've got to find the bunny. And there's a lot of different corridors here, so I think what's going to start to happen is I might reach a stage where, like, if I have multiple enemies to fight and they're difficult, I'll wait until I have like one left and then use that time to like rebuff and like readjust and all that kind of shit. Or if there's respawning enemies, I can use that to farm certain things. So it's going to get to like a stage where like inventory control and preparation is going to really be important as well, because you get thrust straight into these battles. Some of these stages you have literally zero time to prepare yourself before the enemy starts coming, so that's a bit of an issue. I mean, I'm thinking, is it going to get to a stage where you're going to defeat like Omega, and before you've had a chance to even like readjust, you're fighting Yzmat straight away next with no breathing time in between and no chance to save either. So we'll have to see. At least we're getting some nice items here. So this is what I mean. This might be just one of these farming stages that's there for... It's like a little bit of a halfway house for the players. But I do need to find that damn bunny. I don't really need echo screens and antidotes right now. Prince's Kisses aren't too bad though. Where is this damn bunny? This stage has taken longer than like the last 15 combined. Here, bunny bunny. No, I'm not gonna... I'm gonna try to... I'm wondering if I like wait around, is it gonna just come round to me? Does it just have its little set path? But I don't think so. I do love it when Penelo shoots down flying enemies though. It's like she's going duck hunting or something. But I mean, this is starting to drag on now. The longer this takes, the more Penelo's gonna have MP drain, more hiatus needed, that kind of shit. I might have to start siphoning if I stay around for too long. Come on! I've never wanted to kill a cute bunny so much in my life. Unless I already killed it and there's just... Oh no, there it is! Okay, we killed it like instantly. And I didn't have to witness it. So it's all good. This one I have to witness. Yeah, I mean, until we get to a stage where just brute forcing it like this is not going to be enough. Yeah, it's still, it stays 64 and it's not even close yet. I've got a lot further than I was expecting. This was one of the reasons why I was thinking I need to... Oh shit. Okay, here we go, here we go. Things are happening. Things are happening. So disease, the first time we've really seen disease be a factor is stage 65. I'm going to have to intervene in a big way here. Okay, so maybe we can now consider trial mode officially started. I'm thinking, let's at least get... Oh shit, I was trying to get Varn up to speed. Just confused as well. You see what I mean? Like, there's just not enough of this in this game. I've said it multiple times, but it makes such a big difference. An enemy that has disease and confuse already just like... is a real game changer. Okay, Varn is back. So again, this might be a battle where I shouldn't kill the last one too quickly. Make sure I'm kind of adjusted for the battles ahead.
I can't.
Okay, so only Barsh is still diseased. Oh man. Phoenix down 97, so we still have a decent number here. I think we had 3 of these to start with, so I've already taken out 2 of them in relatively little time. But it is immune to my physical attack, so I've just got to get Fran to finish things off here before it eats too many of my remedies. Great. Crashing Fangs has to be one of my least favourite attacks in the entire game. If it doesn't cause death, it does a huge amount of damage. And if it does cause death, well... yeah, I think I'm back up to speed now. So, stage 65, the first time we've had a little stumble. No longer immune to physical damage. Well, it's going to die very quickly now. I would have liked to have got Krjn out of here, but we'll have to just finish off for now. There we go. Okay, now we're good. Shit. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, man. I didn't realise that we reversed it. Or that it reversed itself. Okay, I've got to dispel it. I'm trying to think. Yeah, no Final Fantasy that I've played before has had reverse. It's just such a unique status. Okay. So when it's not immune to physical damage, it will get killed very quickly. But a lot of tricks up the sleeve, man. Curse, Scourge, Reverse, Restore. That was a good battle. Yeah, the ante has definitely been upped right now. But I want to just leave one left here. I think it's time for me to take some slightly more defensive measures. For Penelo at least. Alright. Deed. Don't remember an enemy called Deed. Shield Wyrm. Oh, so there's a second enemy there? That must have been the battle log from the previous one. Potion still at this stage as well. Oh, okay, there's a flyer as well. That's the Deed. Stole a diamond arm there, oh my god. Yeah, the steals are probably just like hardcore in trial mode. Damn. Okay, I'll throw in some steals. Great. An elixir. Okay, well, that can come in handy as well. Hopefully Siphon will work. I'm doubtful, but it would be nice if it worked. Nope. Nope. I guess we'll have to wait till the next battle before we can restore some MP. Don't want to bother with charge just yet. Okay. I think I could probably try siphoning from the Marlborough here. I think maybe one thing I could do is to get Ash involved a little bit more again, because I think I'm starting to get to a stage where healing might need to become a bit more of a thing here. So give her a ribbon to keep her safe in this battle and see how we do. Okay, let's get going. Yeah, the only thing about this whole Berserk business is really nice, but of course you don't have control about who gets hit. So in an ideal world you just want Barsh to hit up the wild Malbro every time. So it's not always the best idea to have Berserk on him at all times. She got hit with a lot of shit there. Obviously she doesn't have the remedy laws though to take care of this. She can get rid of some of the stasis I think, but not enough of them. That is really why Penelo is the ultimate healer, because her remedies are the best. Her healing is the best. And she has the best positive buffs as well, so all in all, she is the best healer by a mile. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, it's just one remedy law. I mean, when you think about it, it is literally a remedy law, but it makes so much difference. And I think there's only 3 characters that can get that remedy law. So if none of those 3 characters are out in the field and are capable of using that remedy, if you get disabled or you get diseased, you're fucked. And Carrot's level has just doubled. So I'm just like, seeing how this is playing out at the moment. Because Carrot never really got a chance to do anything when we met it in the hunts. Look how many stasis Barsh has. He's got a ton. And I forgot that I didn't even really have a proper remedy gambit set up. I hadn't needed it for quite some time. And she got stopped as well. Fantastic. So this is like the true power of the Carrot here. Just constant status effects. This is what you want, man. This is like this is what Malbro is all about, man. It's all about the nasty status effects. Ash is just powerless. I'm waiting for her to get to the Kronos tier. Finally, thank you. And Barsh isn't even doing that much damage. Look, he's berserked, but he's only doing about 2,600. So yeah, that was a bit more of like what the Carrot was really capable of. Look at Penelo. Bit of a glitch. 10 high ethers, that's not bad at all. So even though it would have been better if I'd have, you know, prepared first coming in, at least I am getting some items in as I'm working through. If I do make it to stage 100, I wonder how many of each item I'm going to have left by the end. Okay, here we go. So between 60 and 70 we had like a couple of battles where things were interesting, namely because of stasis effects more than anything else. And now we've got a bunch of angry looking Vyraal. Are they? Yeah, they're walking towards us. Okay. Shelga. That's not going to help you. Ryan Fang. I don't think I've used Fangs like at all. Might as well just try and dispel everybody. I think Penelo is the only person of the 6 that uses Dispel Go. So they only give one person this ability. It is very powerful though. It can undo a lot of work when you think about it. So Barsh, you keep poking away. Poking and swiping. Maybe I can get a siphon in here. I can always try a siphon. But I mean, it surprised me how few enemies are susceptible to siphon. I think maybe that they tried to make that a way to kind of balance out the power of the mages in this game, so the white mage and the black mage. They thought, well, if they can get, you know, 500 MP back from pretty much every single enemy in the game, then it's just going to be way too easy. So I guess this is their way of keeping them a bit more balanced. But just Berserk plus Zodiac Spear plus Bravery. it seems to do enough damage to most high level enemies to make it the attack form of choice. It's a lot quicker than using magic as well. Doesn't use up MP. Come on, there we go. So yeah, the phase of like 10-second, or like not even 10-second, like 5-second, 3-second stages is now over officially. Now it really begins. Now that I've got some more kind of genuine boss battle types here, I've got to remember to try and steal every now and again. I mean, I stole, I think that's a pretty good spear, if I remember correctly. Yeah, if I was coming in prepared here, I would definitely have made a list of every single thing I could steal from each stage, so I knew which ones to really go for and which ones to not go for. Whether I needed thief cuffs or whether I needed a diamond armlet, all that kind of shit. But like I said, like, this is still my initial play around attempt at the trial mode. I didn't start seriously. I'm not going to get overly serious unless I get really close to the end. But in the worst way, now I will definitely be coming back to complete. I mean, I'm not going to get to stage like 80, 85, 90 and then say, okay, I'm not playing for a few months. That'll be a bit silly. So, as of this point, I am going to get to the end of this no matter what. Immune to physical damage, great. I think one thing that I can say I've liked about this game and the way its kind of boss battles are constructed is that there's a lot of kind of switching. Like, of course, the one I know best is Final Fantasy X, and that game, you have bosses that are maybe immune to physical damage, but they're just immune to physical damage from the start. But with this one, there's a lot of battles where you kind of get into a rhythm, or you're finding it easy, or you think you have it all figured out, and then suddenly they flip the script. So, you know, it will become immune to a bunch of things, or it'll, you know, it will double its level, or come out with this like crazy attack or whatever. So I do like the kind of shifts, the augments and that kind of stuff. So the defense going up by a long way, all that business. It's something I can definitely appreciate about this game. I mean, if they ever did like another Final Fantasy X remake, like somewhere really far down the line where they really just totally remade it for like some future console that's yet to be released. Casting Renew? Oh my god. Just have to be patient. Yeah, if they're ever doing that, then I think they should probably take a few leaves out this game's book in terms of what the bosses can do and the way they can shift and become immune to different things. Because it definitely keeps you on your toes. So this thing is just like a baby version of the Zodiac Spear from what I can understand. It's nothing special. It's good for, like, you know, if you're earlier on in the game, but if you've got a Zodiac Spear, there's no reason for it. Okay, Entite time. I'm assuming since it's stage 73, these guys are probably higher level Entites than the ones we encounter in the game. Dark mode. So still similar kind of chests coming up, nothing that interesting. And these guys like to cast silence. So I've got my ribbons on the girls. At this stage we're not encountering anything strong enough to really wipe us out in terms of damage. It's more when it's a combination of status effects and damage, then we start to have problems. We'll let those guys do their thing. Potion. Casting Dispel. Okay. Now the silence casting is over, we can get on with that. Oh no, okay, he's using that on everyone. Shit. Oh, okay, so the next like 5 stages is just going to be pure Entites, so I might as well switch back to my ribbon. We're going to be getting silence constantly for like the next 5 stages. Bubble mode, that's not too bad. If I ever have a situation where I can't use magic. It's just funny. Yeah, Barsh is still continuing to make light work of these Entites. I think Ash is casting Cure Raja way too often. At this stage, I don't need to be that aggressive with it. We can just, it could be like a get out of jail if I really need it at low HP levels. I want Ash attacking like 90% of the time. Penelo can handle the rest at this stage. X potion, that's good. I might have to switch off Penelo's attack gambit, because she's not going to do any damage unless she's got some non-elemental kind of shot equipped. And to be honest, she doesn't really need to. Barsh and Ash are doing more than enough damage. I just get my treasures and keep people healed. No problem. Immobilize. Oh yeah, sorry, that was Ash's thing. I forgot about that. One thing I read was I was thinking, like, after you defeat Yzmat, you get the stuff needed to get the Wyrm Hero Blade in the Bazaar, I believe. But like after that stage, you've beaten like the biggest, most difficult boss in the game, but you don't really get to use it. So I read that the reason, like, trial mode, one of the reasons trial mode was created in the first place was to give people who'd already gotten all of the good stuff in the game like a chance to actually use it. Because I mean, some of the stuff you can't get until you've already defeated the strongest bosses in the game, by which time you literally have nothing else to use it against. So I think it was definitely a wise move to put this in there. I think every Final Fantasy needs this, to be honest. The Via Infinito was a lot of fun in 10.2. This seems to be pretty good. I mean, it stays 78 now, and once I get to the really hard ones, I'm assuming that things are going to get really interesting. So that's good. Not enough games have this, I think. And to be honest, it's like there's a lot of games that have this kind of like a boss rush type thing. I mean, even like some Metal Gear games have it, so it doesn't seem unusual for Final Fantasy to have it. I mean, it's all recycled stuff. It's recycled bosses with slightly rejigged stats and stuff. So I don't think it's that hard to implement either. And I think a lot of people love it, especially people like me. The challenge community, all that kind of stuff. These are like big active communities in Final Fantasy. So should definitely do more of it in future games. Or even just add them back into old games, man. Like if they release like a trial mode type thing for Final Fantasy X, I think a ton of people do. Even if it was like paid DLC, if there were 100 stages and there was some legit like tough bosses and stuff in there, I'd pay for that shit. And I'm assuming it's not just me. There'd be a ton of people that would pay for that. So Square Enix, man, think about it. Seriously, make it happen. For every Final Fantasy game, like retroactively go back and make trial modes for every Final Fantasy game. I'm on board. But Penelo's dead now, so 3 of them at once is a little bit much if you don't have the elemental protection. But I'm just waiting for Barsh to take out the first one, and then we'll be okay. Oh shit. Okay, maybe I got a bit too lax about this. I'll try and hang around for a little bit longer before having to swap people around and stuff. It is a powerful spell, I've got to say. 2000 is not too bad. If I can get this in before the next spell comes in... No. Now, should I get people back up to speed, or should I just take this one out and recover in the next one? So this is the kind of thing that I'm going to need to start thinking about. It's casting Holy. Holy moly. It's not that bad. Okay. Almost to stage 80 now. Oh man. Okay, I might need to be a little bit more careful here. Equip some people with some different things based on what they're going to use. Get some Shelga. I'm pretty sure these guys use Darker, so I should Dark Red, Darker, whichever one. Black Mask. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. Aeroga and Dark. Okay, at least I've got 2 Darkras and 1 Aeroga, so it shouldn't be doing too much damage to me. Damn, I thought I had a second Black Mask. I thought maybe I could just equip him with a Black Mask. I think one thing I should probably do here is change this to the lowest enemy with the lowest HP. At least that way I can get both of them to take people out like systematically instead of nearest first. I need a bit more control over who gets hit. So start working together, boys. There you go. Okay, I think we got this. I hate Fearga, man. Fearga just feels like such a cheap fucking attack. Hopefully we don't end up with a high ether problem. We've still got 20 stages to go, and I'm going to be fighting some seriously tough enemies. And I don't think at this stage it's too late for me to try and restock on anything. There's no turning back. Yeah, it's rotating elements. I was going to see if I could try and keep it at bay for a little bit. I think we're just going to have to kill it. It's not taking a lot of damage though. Yeah, but you don't have that bubble belt. Even like taking about 1,500 damage. If the enemy is quick, it can really cause problems. But we did it. We made it to stage 80. So far, it's been about 45 minutes, so that's good going. 45 minutes to get to stage 80, but I think it's going to take 4.5 hours to do the rest. I think I will probably save now. It'd be a good idea, because there's probably some good shit to steal if I miss out on it, if I ever want it later on. And the game over potential is going to be rising exponentially as I move forward. So let's keep going for now. I'm still like this thing has energized me for now. I'm feeling like I want to keep going.